Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Demon Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Missouri State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Smith wants to throw. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So Wake Forest offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Drag down, Medill. The 6 for a 1st down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Isaac. Snowed under by the defense. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to them fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep picking up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of him.
Smith dropping to pass. Got the back over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Bears have pushed it inside the 20. Rides the back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
That's caught. It's Isaac. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle. It's Isaac. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll send the back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flat. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. The linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen.
And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a stop.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Demon Deacons are on the move. Off the RPO, complete. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And that one will give him the lead.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Missouri State offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So here comes the Bear offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going with the counter play here. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from... He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Central Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 30 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. This quarterback part of their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And
this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Smith wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The offense will use a timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On the play. 2nd down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to